got the echo going on too. It's great.
All right, so how did you feel those 2 games went? And how so how did you feel those 2 games went?
They were great. Everybody was playing pretty smart. I was fun to play on a different team. Our top solo was dominating quite well, and bot lane I think just absolutely had a upper hand in the first game.
Yeah, definitely. The first game, your AD was far, far ahead, and actually the switch game 2 to having Marauding Gans go bottom, Marauding Gans was a stud. He was like a stud and a half. Like he was way ahead of your AD carry and actually hung in there, even though he was definitely getting outplayed and they had a better, definitely a more stronger support player. And just Soraka in general, I feel is a better support hero, easier support hero to play and sustain with. But what about the bans? Because I noticed they were targeted at someone and they were pretty effective because you got them to play LeBlanc. And LeBlanc, really potentials. I felt like Rupert could have been really scary with her, and he was winning the lane every game. But then you guys were getting to late game, and that's where LeBlanc falls off. So she wasn't going out of control.
Yeah, the first game. Well, I actually had. I mean, they were like, "Well, who do you think we should ban?" And I said, "Well, Rubrick's kind of their stronger player, and I know he's well known for Nivea and Cassiopeia, and we were gonna ban Warwick for Marauding Gans because Marauding Gans plays Warwick pretty strongly from the jungle, but we decided to go with Morgana. We're just, let's ban all the APs. Ban all the higher, just the AP mids and target. And then we first picked Caitlyn the first game. And then we thought what they would do was first pick Caitlyn in the second game. But they banned Caitlyn in their third pick. And we're like, ooh, okay. We'll just go with Morgana mid again.
Well, the funny thing was I was wondering if they were like, I was wondering were you guys, like, how many of your people, were your people listening to the stream? Because I felt like there was like a lot of like troll picks where people were like changing picks as I was announcing it. And at one point, I was calling out every ban for ban, and then I said the Caitlyn ban because you guys played Caitlyn last game, and then the Caitlyn ban came out, and I was like, I wasn't completely serious. I thought maybe like they'd want to pick her, but whatever. I mean, Caitlyn's not necessarily. I mean, she's a really strong AD, but she's not necessarily like the end all be all like OP as she used to be. I think she's really effective at lower elos, but I mean, there's still really good ADs out there.
Well, she's really strong at this format because she's got the longer range to farm, and like everybody's had a lot of practice with it.
Yeah. From the Caitlyn dominates everybody era.
If we'd have known Marauding Gans was going to play Graves like he did, we would have banned Graves because that was pretty scary.
It was pretty scary, but yeah, I think the rest of the team around that though, I mean, game 2, I don't know if you agree, wasn't very scary.
The Gangplank pick was me saying, well, I don't want to play Nocturne again. Although I thought Nocturne was a pretty strong pick overall, and I hadn't had a chance to really play Gangplank in the jungle since the patch. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna roll the dice on Gangplank. And then Iglo says, you know what? I was thinking about playing Gangplank, and I said, well, you know what? I can play Cho'Gath in the jungle. And they're like, yeah, really? And I'm like, what the heck? Let's just throw it. Let's swap it up. And that's kind of the way it went. And he was like, all right, let's do it. And I was like, ooh, what rune should I use?
Yeah, it was actually pretty funny because I didn't know the switch until, because I was like, oh, I'm just going to kill time now. And then right as the time was about to go up, I was like, oh, Highwood switched to Cho'Gath in the jungle, which I actually do like Cho'Gath in the jungle. It's not as typical as a pirate pick, but I still like pirate top too. So either one of those interchangeable to me, both good heroes.
I actually found it to be kind of easy to jungle. I started with attack speed dagger first, because I thought that built in the wit's end, and I was being retarded, and it doesn't build in the wit's end.
I was actually wondering about that. I was like, I don't know. He's gonna go Zeal early. Who knows? Maybe he's gonna go Berserker Greaves.
I thought I was gonna go into a Zeal, and I'm like, oh, well, I'll just dump these into Berserker Greaves when I realized it doesn't build in the wit's end, and then from there I was like, once I cleared the first jungle, the second, I didn't have to go back. I hit 6 on my second blue, and I was able to use that to get early feast stacks and then go for ganks on top.
So what about your other picks? Like, what about? I mean, like, was your support pretty much always going to be locked into Soraka, or were you thinking about other supports or AP? What about Malzahar? Because Malzahar, you actually lost first game with Malzahar versus LeBlanc. Like, was that just like what OMG Bear's most confident with, or?
Could be. I mean, I like the Malzahar pick, especially around like this area of play. Like I get like Caitlyn's strong, Malzahar's good because of the suppression. I wasn't sure about J-Bot Shaco. It was a good pick, but when he went to gank bot in that first time, he was only level 3, and he didn't go for an early level gank. So I don't know why he was behind, and I don't know if he got a strong leash or not.
Actually didn't get any leash. He didn't get any leash at Red, and he actually started 2 boxes at the Wraith camp instead of the Golem camp, and did the race first, and then went Red. So that was kind of probably why it was slow. That, and I think he picked up blue and then ran all the way bottom, when I think he could have went top and probably picked up an early gank on Gangplank a lot, because Gangplank had like no mana and was kind of pushing around, which probably was a better target.
Yeah.
But Mugaga actually had a really, really great ward bottom in that Tribush early and caught J-Bot going bottom, and so he had nothing to do there.
Dude, Mugag's support was golden. He was actually, I think he plays Taric or Soraka.
2 good, solid champions. But yeah, he was good. He did what he had to do that game, which was negate Shaco with early warding, and he had good wards early.
Did you see the Tom he pulled?
Oh, what Tom? What? Oh, did he? Oh, he stole a kill or something, or?
He got first blood in the second game, I think.
I wasn't paying attention to that.
I know I didn't say it in all chat, but I said it in party chat. I'm like, man, it's like playing with Tom. So shout outs to Tom DeBum.
Hey, but you know, someone did pull a Swift one against you, and his name is J-Bot. That last Baron, he deceived over the top and stole it with a smite.
Well, that was the part right. I was like hitting like 500 ping, and then oh no, that was right after. Was that right after I got back? I don't know. Yeah, the first Baron, I had smite and consume or feast loaded up. Oh, it got stolen because I got stunned by Leona.
Yeah, and J-Bot flew in. I was like, come on, J-Bot, one time, and he deceived it and stole it, and I giggled a lot. I'm sorry, I giggled a lot.
Oh yeah. It wasn't quite the big deal because Kog'Maw, and Kog'Maw was like, I'm just gonna melt faces with or without Baron.
Yeah. Well, and the main problem was they all got caught after that. So instead of keeping Baron, most of everyone died, and then it was just LeBlanc with a Baron buff, and then everybody died from it. And you guys were still like had like a 10k team advantage. It'd probably be nice if you guys could see your team gold advantage while you're playing, but yeah, you guys had about a 10k advantage at that point.
Wow. Oh, that point. Yeah, I didn't realize how far we're ahead because I'd been disconnected, and then I wasn't sure what had died while I was disconnected.
Yeah, actually, you know, a lot didn't happen. Your team actually was pushing down turrets, and so you guys weren't doing that bad. I thought maybe if they caught enough of you mid at one point in the game, there could have been like a slight like comeback, like they pick up an inhib and stuff. But there was definitely points. Like I think both games after you hit about the 40-minute mark, definitely like you guys jumped out an advantage when it started getting more to the Baron phase or whatever. You guys definitely had the advantage every game, and then it became the first game. You probably didn't know this, but you had like an 18k gold advantage at the end of game 1. So yeah, that game didn't go well.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, I felt game 1 was pretty strong just because I think we won all the lanes, and then mid was probably even, but.
Well, I mean, mid you pretty much lost every game. I mean, the CS was like LeBlanc was way ahead, and then she was roaming and ganking game 1 a lot better than game 2. But I mean, overall, it didn't matter because Malzahar can still do his thing without like a ton of farm. He can still stun Pool because Pool's percentage damage, and you don't really need the AP to support that. So, I mean, there were some really, really good stuns, and even though LeBlanc was able to pick off and get a little advantage mid, it didn't really. I mean, OMG Bear still played a really good game.
Well, I would just like to give a shout out, if I can, real quickly to both teams. It was like, I feel like having watched a lot of these games over the last couple months, and then getting to play with some of these guys, like everybody's leveled up. Like, even if they haven't
Yes.
even played, some people are like, oh, man, I've been playing Skyrim, or I've been playing Dota, or I haven't been playing, and I'm just like, oh, well, like, the warding was good, on both sides, I want to say.
Yeah, actually, there was one point at the end of the game, even when Team Mundo was down game 2, they actually had like warded like even a little bit of your jungle, Baron, their jungle, and they actually thrown down a lot of wards. Like, I would definitely say for watching these games, like all the teams, all the players have gotten way way better. And even little things like Zakario, remember he used to just be like a Karthus bot and or played Viger. So this time he's actually busting out a Karma support, and I mean his Karma support wasn't like bad or by any means, but Karma is a tougher support to play just in general. But I mean they actually had a support bottom as opposed to just like pretending with a Karthus or something.
Well, that's cool. I'm hoping he enjoys Karma and continues to play, or she's definitely underplayed.
Yes, very underplayed, very underutilized. But yeah, I definitely agree with that sentiment. Like, big shout out to everybody that played this game. Everybody kind of like having little moments of greatness. I mean, CatScan had some really great timed arrows at points. I mean, Rubric obviously doing his thing. Marauding Gans, amazing last game with the AD. J-Bok had his Baron steal. Zakaria coming out with some new technology. I mean, Elite Rooster had amazing game 1 AD. Like, he definitely dominated with Caitlyn. I mean, Highwind was garbage both games, so I don't know about that guy. But yeah, Mukaga support.
Dude,
Mukaga
I
support.
started off so strong in
I
that
know,
first.
Aglos, like he actually he really impressed me top because like I remember the past few games when we played through him real quick, I was like, no one that I've played top against top really impresses me because like I'm not even that good top, and like no one top was really like scary. Like I would like maybe dick around and die, but besides that, like. I wasn't really scared, but he actually had some good play top. I was pretty impressed. So everybody, everybody, good job.
There's a couple times where I'm like, just go in there, get in there, and he was like, and then he's like, yeah, and I'm like, perfect.
Yeah, get in there. Shout out to Tinget.
I would say playing, yeah, shout out to Team, get in there.
What were you saying?
No, just it was a lot of fun, and shout out to Team Git. They're teaching me to just play aggressive. Just get in there.
Yeah, shout out to everybody in both games, Team Mundo, Team Teemo, everybody in the Google in-house tournament. It's been a lot of fun to cast these games. There should be some more games. We still have a bunch of games still left to do. Raise Your Weapon still has a game to do against Team Macaulay. So it should be a lot of fun. Again, everybody, thanks that is watching the stream. Thanks for watching. Go to RaiseYourWeapon.com. It's under construction right now, but there should be links to all our social media sites, including a link to game that says Game Breakers Land Center. If you click on that, it'll take you to the events page for a big tournament that's going on this weekend that we're trying to hype up, and we got a lot of really, really good teams going to. It's going to be December 17th in Auburn at Game Breakers Land Center, and it features one of the teams that won PAX twice in a row. University of Washington Purple Caster Minions, which is like University of Washington's 300-man League of Legends group or whatever. That's super awesome. Has a bunch of really cool people. Everybody is super great there. So, any other teams? Who else is going?
The team that took second place at LandFest. Hopefully, the team that won LandFest.
Nice. So, Team Four Skins is going to be there.
Yeah, and possibly Team Git. And there's two stacked teams that I'm gonna be excited to see.
You ready for the big throwdown? All right. Well, anyways, that's gonna. We need to wrap this up. It is 10:40 now. So, anyways, which is all good for some of the East Coasters.
I'm gonna take some NyQuil and call it a night.
All right. Well, thanks for chatting with us, Highwind. We'll have to get you casting with me. And I won't be just running out of breath the entire time while I'm just casting by myself. But yeah, we'll have to get you on the mic for the next games.
All right, thanks, Pato. Thanks, everybody.
Word. So thank you, everybody that watched the stream. Yeah, go like our stuff, subscribe, check us out. We'll be doing tons more stuff. We also give away prizes. Intel Lamfest, we gave away NASA skins, Pack Silver skins. We have awesome T-shirts. Hold on a second. I'll get one real quick to show you. So if you've not seen, this is our logo and our T-shirt on the back. Some of them are custom named for certain players on our team, as you can see, and they do say Raise Your Weapon on the front. We have some new ones coming. We have some that have fight sticks for fighting games and all sorts of stuff that we cover. But basically, if you guys don't know what Raise Your Weapon is, if new people that tune in, we're basically a media coverage group that's covering esports in the Pacific Northwest, trying to hype up, run events. And so, yeah, thanks for watching, and check us out.